All right, what is going on? It has been a few months since I have picked up this camera. I will give you guys the honest to God truth. I have been slacking. I have been busy. I'm obviously working on the new nursery that is open. If you've been there, if you've come out, thanks guys for the support. We are here at the end of April. I think today's like the 24th. Jim is leaving Maine, leaving Florida for good, going back to Maine, and unfortunately not coming back to Florida. So it is a brisk morning here, and definitely just wanted to get over with the camera, catch Jim hopefully one more time before he goes. Gonna be kind of a tough video here today, guys. It's gonna be sad to know that I'm not gonna be able to come back here and see Jim too many more times. So luckily we have all those videos we have from the past and have those to look back on. Obviously Jim's gonna be up in Maine. We can go find him there, but it's gonna be sad. We're gonna miss him. Jim is a legend, and as you know, he will be missed. Garden is still pumping. Like I said, low 50s this morning. It's a little bit brisk out. Looks like Jim's got some giant tomatoes out there. Looks like all the brassicas are still doing pretty good. Garden is hanging on. I see Mr. Jim out here watering. Let's go over, check him out, see what's growing on. Everything's looking lush and green out here. For someone that doesn't use any fertilizer, pretty unbelievable. Oh, hey!
Hey, good morning, Pete.
Good morning, sir.
That's the last time you were here?
I was just talking about that to the camera. It's probably been 8 weeks, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still looking pretty good.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, remember what it would look like this time of year.
Oh, yeah. Got to cover out the hoop house.
And move the other one.
And move the other one. Where's the other one?
In back, in the alley.
You guys got some new stuff going on back there, I
yeah,
noticed.
there's a lot of new stuff going on around here.
Changing it up.
Yeah, a lot of new crops. I mean, normally this would be all mulch and sweet potato slips today.
Wow. So we're still dragging along the farming then. How many more weeks do you think?
Oh man, I bet he gets, look at the tomato.
Another month?
I bet he gets into middle of June.
Wow.
I mean, it might drop off a little with CSA and stuff, but the restaurants have been great.
Is he planning on doing summer crops?
He's going to do some cover crop. He's been networking with people, but it's a lot shorter time period. But he wants to have a cover crop as well. He's going to come to Maine and bring my trailer in August. So, no, there's a lot of new stuff. This is a schoolhouse now.
A what? This is a what?
Mom's house is now a schoolhouse. It's so cool to have a bunch of kids running around. They sit on the porch waiting for the rides to pick them up.
Wow, so that's all happened and gone through.
Yeah.
Was that solar always up there on the roof?
Talk about changes. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be so ugly when they put it up. I forgot. I mean, nobody even notices it.
Pretty cool. Is that all the panels, or are they on the other side?
Both sides. Both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah, and so he got a guaranteed electric bill with that. He doesn't own them, so it's, I don't know the whole thing. But
yeah, one of those lease deals. Okay.
Yeah, like 25 years. So,
So last time we were here, I think we were talking about the well. I know there's been some unfortunate changes there.
You got to go with the flow. It might be the best thing overall anyway. But yeah, that dry hole, we talked about that?
Not on camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, we were, I said we're bite the bullet and $8,000 for a new well. And so the guys came out and he started drilling. He says, I've drilled over at the hospital, and you got to look for a pocket of fresh water. It's like Swiss cheese, right? And so he said, I won't go really deep, because the deeper you go, the more likely you get salt water. So we want to find it. So he got below some clay. First he hit the lime rock, then he got some clay, and he said, oh, that's a good sign. And then we tested the water right under the clay, saltier than this well. So he said, I'm going to call my boss, and she said, cap it. And so that cost us a little money. But then I went and looked into the irrigation meter from the city. And I'd looked into it like 5 or 6 years ago, and it seemed way too expensive for what I was going to get out of it. But they've changed some rules about the backflow preventers. So we got for like probably $500. We got a meter put in and a backflow preventer, and he'll be hooked up to city water with a 1-inch meter, and he'll be able to rock it.
So that's still coming. So you're not going to pay both ways with that new meter. That's the big difference, right? You're not
Right.
paying sewer.
Yeah. So it's like $7 per 1,000 square feet with the irrigation meter. It's $33 per 1,000 feet with sewer and water on a regular meter. So that could be game changing. And I still think, over the years, because I tell you I bought a couple meters?
Yeah.
Okay. Because then I bought the soil salinity meter too. And
I didn't know that one. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so right where the hoop house was.
Is that the highest level?
Well, because, it got it and then it ran off. I mean, it was off the charts. And I saw a bunch of, it almost looked like the sprinkler pattern where it was saltier and certain things didn't want to grow. So, I think over the years, if we get a regular rainy season plus the fresh water, things will continue to even go better.
Tomatoes are huge this year. Tons of trellises, huh?
Yeah, I kind of jumped in and said, we planted some before that pandemic year.
Yeah.
But so I think we put 250 in on January 7th, and some of the nematode-resistant varieties, because
Which ones are doing the best?
Victor at Life Farms had said check your tomato, package for or I don't know if it's a package, but what kind of tomato, and some of them are nematode resistant. There's like probably 40 of them, but this one's big beef. Right, so that's a hybrid, but I mean, we'll see when we pull them up. But he said they'd pull those up and there'd be no knots. So big beef, early girl, and celebrity. That's the 3 we did, and then I did some other ones like Prudence Purple.
All from seed?
Yeah, all from seed,
Nice.
but early enough so they.
Look at this out in front of the wall too. You almost built boxes in here.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna miss it because I'm out of here on Sunday.
It's coming quick.
Oh, I know. And I'm flying out.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to come back with the camera so you can see what's growing on here.
I'm hoping you'll do that.
I would love to. Let's walk around, see what's new this year. Trying anything different?
Oh my.
Always.
Well, because of.
I mean, I don't see paths big enough for a tractor or anything yet.
Well,
so.
anybody that comes out, it's actually getting more tight because he's, desperate for crop to continue for. I shouldn't say desperate, but he wants to keep the money flowing. So we did a lot of relay planting. There's some watermelon, and some lettuce just came out of there a couple days ago.
You still harvesting broccoli?
Oh, look at this!
I saw some side shoots.
Not side shoots. This is remember my favorite Happy Rich?
Yeah.
So this is just coming on, and we've got a newer planting out there. So I'm going to see how far we can push it.
New broccoli? Late?
Yeah. I think, on these soils, I think we've got a lot of forgiveness on things most people can't deal with. There's Tanner.
Good morning,
with
sir.
his coffee.
Dude, you got a hoodie on in
What you
April.
sipping on over here?
This is a nice coffee, Ethiopian roast
Okay.
with Ethiopian beans, some butter.
A little bulletproof style.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm into the butter in the coffee.
And you grew the coffee yourself?
I wish I could grow the coffee myself.
I'm disappointed. You didn't grow the coffee, Tanner?
No, and I will never give this stuff up, I don't think. So.
Oh, well, you gave eggs up, so.
Yeah. Dude, I can't eat eggs.
You're a chicken guy. What do you mean?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I developed some intolerance to.
You ate too many eggs.
That's
Yes.
what I think. You overdo it.
I
You
was,
can't just eat eggs, Tanner. You gotta switch it up.
dude.
You
I,
like 3 raw eggs in the morning.
I would eat.
That's what happens when you have a backyard full of chickens, huh?
Yeah. So I was averaging 5, 6, 8 on a good day.
I did this to myself about 8 years ago. with
Did
raw
you?
eggs.
Really?
Yeah, I had to wean off for a while, and I'm back on eggs again.
How long did you have to give it up?
Maybe like 6 months kind of dry, and then started taking them back in,
Okay.
just 1 or 2 a day, and not raw anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to hear that
Yeah,
other people.
so you ain't done.
Cause I was like, I thought it was coffee.
Oh.
So I'd get this like gnarly stomach thing.
Indigestion, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, and then I just gave up eggs one morning, and I was like, whoa, all right, I guess I'm on ground beef every morning now.
Well, pretty soon it'll be ground beef and eggs again. Just give it a few months, wean your way back in.
Okay, cool.
Oh, this is new. So, I don't know if you,
We'll turn that.
What is this?
So that's some carrots.
Looks like carrot with something else. So
that's just some
leftovers.
Yeah,
okay.
leftovers coming back through. But remember Dave Whitwam?
Oh yeah, Dave Whitwam.
Yeah.
Sure.
So way back
Whitwam
when,
Organics.
yeah, we were going back and forth with things that could go through the summer, and he told me about this carrot called Shinkuda. Isn't that, what did you buy it as?
It's spelled, it doesn't sound like Shinkuda. It's not spelled like it's S-H-I-N and then K-U-R-O-D-A.
Karuda, maybe.
Karuda.
Shinkuda.
And he claimed that if you got them growing, they'd stay through the summer. They're a really blocky carrot, kind of thick at the top and taper way down.
It's like super stubborn.
But if you could have carrots into, July, would be awesome.
So this is a heat tolerant potential carrot.
Yeah, if you try to start them in July, it don't work.
You gotta get 'em
But
in
you got to
early.
get them going. It's kind of like the stuff in Maine. You want to get it in before the cold hits, and then they just kind of sit there.
Supposedly. So we'll see.
Yeah, we keep trying stuff, and
Maybe I might plant another bed of it
I would.
somewhere just to see.
I would, but yeah, overall, it's been a abundant year,
Yeah.
considering we hand watered all year.
It's a little bit of work.
That's back to the
How many families we feeding this year?
Our biggest CSA week was 62.
So that's just CSA.
That's
Then
just
you think
CSA.
about
The markets.
the markets.
That
and
same CSA week we had 3 markets plus the restaurant situation.
Yeah,
We're feeding a lot of
at
people.
restaurants.
Yeah, we're feeding a lot of people through the restaurant thing. And
Where can you go around here and eat your veggies?
you can go to the Little Lamb, that's in Safety Harbor. You can go to Crown and Bowl, Dunedin, and then Estuary,
Newport Richie.
Newport Richie. Is that it?
Yeah, well, every once in a while, Zen.
Every once in a while, Zen.
Across the street.
Yeah, yeah. But those 3, and I don't know, it's kind of interesting. That guy, Ben Harmon, the lean micro farm guy, he did
About him?
Yeah, we talked about him in the last
Okay, I
thing
don't
a
know.
little bit. I don't know, but no, I listened to this podcast with him the other day, and he's talking about how millennials, like my generation, eat 80% of their meals out, and so he was basically flipping the whole like slow food model, which is kind of what CSA is based on, and just saying there's this market that like farmers need to get into because nobody's cooking their food at their home. You got to get the food into the chef's hand in order to, which is kind of an interesting thing. I don't love it, but it's like, it's good to split what we're doing here so that some of it is being flipped and feeding people at restaurants.
Yeah, you got to go with the flow, but also push back and say, well, we should start eating out of our kitchens again.
We do certainly eat here a lot, but we go out twice a week, I'd say, and eat something. So we went to Rose's last night and got a cheeseburger.
The bistro.
The bistro, man.
Okay. What time school start?
School starts at 9.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, we hear a bell ring or anything?
No, that would be obnoxious.
We need a bell. We need a bell.
What's the name of it again?
So it's called Ahava, A-H-A-V-A, and it's actually got a website, Ahava Micro School. But yeah, there's like 12 kids that come to school here. It's not a school, it's a micro school.
Micro school.
Every kid that goes to here is a registered homeschooled student. So, it's been working really, really cool. And
Yeah, it's good energy compared to the Airbnb feeling. It's like they're just kids and they're out in the back playing. They're like, hi, Jim, what are you doing now?
yeah, and you can just imagine, like, if you lived here and you weren't a family member or something, us, Jim with a headlamp looking into your window every morning would not be work so
Nobody's
good.
even living here except for school hours,
Harvesting
and that's only
veggies.
4 days a week.
All right, this little schoolhouse.
Yeah, a little schoolhouse. So it serves the
Micro school.
Yeah.
Micro school. All right.
yeah.
You got a micro garden.
And the okra. We already
Got
had
some
okra harvest.
Okay.
See the
Yeah.
little pods.
I see them on there.
And there's Junebug.
There's Junebug. Yeah, we basically went not that Jim ever really had any major pathways, but there was points in this season while we were trying to work in the hot weather with the cold weather where there was literally no pathways because we just had to
that's
get plants
really
in the ground.
game-changing in thought that you can actually grow in your pathways as a transition to the other bed.
Yeah. I mean, it makes harvest not
more
altogether
difficult.
easy.
But when you think about it, so let's say you step on 5% of the plants. the other 95% is gravy.
Yeah, which is totally
So
true.
yeah, you
shade
should
more
check
soil,
out this
less weeds,
watermelon.
huh?
Yeah, yeah. In theory, there's some sedge.
Some sedge.
Eggplant.
Eggplants coming in.
Oh, under there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're just starting. Look how bushy they are. How many flowers? I mean, I think he's gonna rock it.
Yeah, I think it's worth also just saying, like, I mean, it's incredible. These collards were planted August 15th, and I'll probably be picking off them until the end of season. And I think that's just the soils.
The soils, yeah.
Because no one else is, I mean, there's not a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, I still got these rockin' kales from, you know.
They're huge.
But there's literally no damage on them.
Very little. Just some of the lubbers are starting to show up.
Yeah, the lubbers that is an obnoxious.
Is that what the holes are from, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Saw a couple, but not a ton. But
No, we've been squishing them. Jim last year probably in the video said, yeah, we just let them, everyone eats here, but that animal is truly not welcome here. It's like.
So what are you doing with all your eggs now? You still got your chickens?
Yeah, I just take them to market.
Taking them to the market?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the family still eats them, so, and like, I can eat them in like a baked good or something. I just can't.
Take it easy on the raw.
Yeah.
But yeah, like these late chard were interplanted with the kale. This is kale that was in since September,
Yeah.
which actually was really sick for a while, but we've been watering harder with fresh water and seems good.
Seems to.
So that's kind of a really interplanted. And then check this out.
This still looks great.
So, watermelon,
oh, coming in.
right? So I just harvested these really hard yesterday. Give them a little light now, and away they go.
Yeah.
So
So we're gonna try some just like, you know, crawling stuff underneath. I mean, who knows? You know, these might come out kind of soon. But,
yeah, I mean, as
but
long as they're providing a little shade, it's good.
yeah, I'm gonna let them go because I'm hoping to push CSA till June.
I'd say you can.
So, at least, you know.
What are you gonna do with all these tomatoes? You just been selling them?
Well,
we
it's
haven't.
starting.
Yeah, it's just starting.
Just starting?
Well, yeah, I mean, so yeah. But look at these Prudence purple.
Is that what? Okay, yeah. Are those all Prudence?
That little plaque.
Man, yeah, that is amazing.
That's
That-
a
Or
healthy
look
looking
at the
tomato.
size of that guy.
yeah.
Jeez.
And they're all that potato leaf.
Let me see that bad boy again.
You know, they're not as prolific, you know, but look at that one set, you know, I don't know, there's probably 10 pounds on there. Same with that one. But the interesting is see how much they continue as the heat hits in. But I mean, we've had a pretty cool little time here. I mean, I was chilly yesterday. Well, you got a hoodie on too.
I still got a hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be long.
I got shorts on, but yeah, I'm still doing a hoodie.
But yeah, so I mean, it's definitely a lot more cash flow this way for him, which is important. You know, so we've been able to do it so that, you know, he can pay his mortgage on his house with the farm income, and then the micro schools paying enough rent so he can cover the mortgage. We just closed yesterday on that house, so he'll be able to pay me a mortgage and have leftovers to take care of maintenance on it, and now there's a school there. So it's really a nice story as far as,
Wow.
you know, what it transitioned into, what it could have transitioned into.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, thanks to the crowdfunding, thanks to a lot of hard work, and thanks to a lot of synchronicity. I mean, the fact that I even found him and he found me is pretty incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, Pete's got his hand deep in this thing.
Deeper than anybody will ever know.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Jim. So not only are we not coming back to Florida here, you're not driving back to Maine.
No, I'm excited about that.
What are you excited? What do you mean? This is the first time you've gone back without a trailer or a truck? Or...
Right, but think about it, that, you know, you don't need too much in life to be happy. You can just, you know, take off in a few possessions, and, you know, he's going to drive a trailer up for me. That was the deal, because he bought my life. He got Old Red, he got my van, he got my 2 houses. He didn't get my wife, though.
Yeah, he didn't get my wife. Yeah.
But, yeah, so I'm excited about that, and, yeah, and then just the future up there I'm really excited about, because, you know, I'm thinking about doing some mowing instruction. You know, have people come and actually teach them scything, and we're buying 2 draft horses. The barn's going up middle of May, and we're going to get 2 small half-linger draft horses to do firewood and logs out of the woods.
Okay.
And I don't think I'll use them for farm work, but because I'm still no-till.
Does that mean there's a chance for these guys to come to Maine and take a scythe class and go to this place on your hat?
Yep.
Buy a scythe. and
Oh, I
come
got to
see
show
it?
you something else too.
What else you
I
got?
got a new, farm hack thing that most incredible harvesting tool.
No batteries required?
No batteries and no drills.
Do you approve of this one?
I wish
He's
I could.
left-handed.
I'm left-handed.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty cool tool. Yeah.
So make sure we grab that before we leave. I'll do a quick harvest.
New
of
cool
that.
tool. All right.
Yeah, from these guys.
From those guys. Oh, they're stepping it up. They must have a hand one on. That's what I'm guessing.
Exactly. But I mean, that greens harvester?
Yeah.
I mean, he's always finding out what people say. Even JM says you get maybe 1 or 2 cuts, right?
Well, so your tool would still come in because JM is saying that you get 1 hand cut and then you get your second cut with the greens harvester.
Okay.
So it really.
But I can get 3 cuts with my
With his-
sickle.
Yeah. It's a
And
sickle.
it's yeah, that's what it's called,
they
a
call it?
sickle, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a mini scythe.
Yeah. Handheld scythe.
And I'm curious to see how all the fruit trees come around without the salt water too. Because remember how
This one already looks better. It has
yeah,
less
no burn
tips.
tip.
Yeah.
And you should see the set on it right now.
Yeah. This.
It's
like a
incredible
little
for a
fruit.
small tree.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, so it dropped all those old leaves, and all the new growth has none of that burn on it.
And it
Good
wasn't
sign.
and it wasn't
yeah.
it wasn't saltwater burn per se because the burn was higher than the sprinklers are hitting it. So I think it
from
was
the roots it's
soil.
getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we thought was not the case at all.
Yeah, so you live and learn, but
Yeah, the salt has been a pretty crazy.
learning curve.
Well, yeah, but there's been like some, it's we got some hot days, man, and like
He's a little paranoid.
I'm a little. Well, he's a little more loose with like. But I'm inside, like looking out. I'm holding the baby, just like having an anxiety attack, looking at plants that I think
Wilting.
are getting burnt, and then he just like slowly making his way with the water. I'm like,
To them. Oh,
yeah, you just got to get that gardener shadow out there, and everything gets good.
yeah.
But we had Steven from Meacham came over the other day, and they're running the sprinklers all the time. They have no shade, and they have no mulch. So they're just
That's not good. Yeah.
I mean, it's a way of making it happen. He's still got crop, but
Yeah, he's got crop, but he basically said they have to. I don't know. What did he say? They run it twice a day, or did he say he just run it
Whenever.
for a long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably never shuts off.
Yeah. Yeah.